What's happening, fandoms? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we react to music videos and shows. Today, we're back to The Expanse. This is Season 3, Episode 2, titled IFF. And I've been kind of racking my brain trying to figure out if I know what that means, and I haven't come up with what it actually is, so we're just gonna go in not knowing. In the last episode, we left ourselves with a couple of threads to follow. We got finally the crew of the Rocinante, now named after a pine tree, which I don't remember happening in the books at all, so that's weird. They finally came together and decided that they're not going to do what Naomi wants. They're going to Io to try and find Meng's daughter, and very likely that is where Meng's daughter is. We saw at the very end of the season that little tiny clip of the doctor tucking May specifically into some kind of a pod thing, and there were a whole bunch of them were in that space where he was, so this should be interesting. We also had the spectacular cliffhanger of multiple ships escaping from Mao's luxury yacht as it was being blown to smithereens by essentially Ehrenreit's command. Blow that ship up, trying to get rid of Christian and the evidence that she possesses, that he's behind everything. Because again, unlike in the books, he has literally attempted to frame her up for the whole thing. And man, that was a twist that I did not expect. In the books, Ehrenreit was much more of a docile, useful idiot kind of a character. And in this show, he is vicious and brutal. And it's a welcome change. Very interesting. So that's where we sit. Let's jump into it and see what happens. Here we go. If you'd like to see full-length versions of this episode and all of our other shows, they're available on our Patreon. The link is below.
The first episode of every season is available for free to watch on our Patreon.
Thank you. That was a very different shot of Tycho. Interesting. I think maybe that represented them going after the Nauvoo. Very cool, because that's one of the things that we're doing. Drummers going after the Nauvoo.
I can't ever miss a dose.
That's right. Then after that, it's dinner time. Are you hungry? I'll bet you're hungry.
This guy's
Bye.
creepy. What was talking right there? Was that the bass talking to him or a person?
Good to see you again, sir.
Oh, he was practicing. I see. He was talking, figuring out how he was going to greet Mao.
This is the best I can do with passive scans. If I turn on any active sensors, it'll give us away. Fuck.
So we don't know.
I'm sorry about Kotia.
Did you kill him? Then fuck your sorries.
She's saying you didn't do it. Got it. Damn. Christian is so brutal.
The second we light up our drive, they'll see it and fire. Best we can do is sit tight and wait.
The game of cat and mouse. They have to wait them out.
Looks like Ehrenreit finally got his war.
Yep. Seems that way.
Shit!
They found him.
Not yet. Hang on.
Oh boy. They're going. They want them. They want them dead.
What are you doing?
Trying not to kill you.
Damn. And here comes that line. Oh man, I love the tense.
I can't go any slower than this. Is that better?
I'm alright, but maybe not. If we have to keep this up.
Yeah, she's old and not used to it.
I'm leaving our names out of it.
Good.
Interesting. Radio to Pinus Contorta, radio to Mars. Well, yeah, the Rossi people could understand it maybe. But they'd have to be in the right area.
To protect the panels in case the apartment needs to be evacuated.
Well, it was Doc's idea too.
Interesting. Huh.
All right. Took him up. It's been a while since I worked on a garden.
Cool.
Not now.
IFF just picked up a signal.
IFF.
It's a identified friend or foe. It's a target recognition system.
There we go.
Your team and I.
I have a high-level diplomatic target and immediate threat. This is an MMC emergency assist request.
That's Bobby and Christian. Oh, what?
I'm Anna. What's your name?
Anna.
Colin, look at me. Is this your first protest?
You?
I've had my share. Hey, bye, Colin. Go!
I don't know who she is, but interesting. I'm not familiar with the name Anna, I don't think. Man, this show is crazy.
The fleet, what I need to know. Undersecretary Sadovir Ehrenreich? This is Reverend Dr. Anna Volavodoff, an old friend.
Oh.
Hello.
Okay.
Of course.
This is okay. Now I know who we're dealing with. Reverend Doctor.
That it does.
Why am I here?
I was going to send you a message, and then I thought it better in person. It's not easy for me to get away these days because...
There's a war going on. I've noticed.
Anna, I need your help.
Bullshit.
You know that there are not many people that talk to me like that anymore. At least not to my face.
I'm sorry. That was disrespectful.
You're here because you talk to me like that. You always make me better. Will you help me?
I'd prefer not to.
Ooh. Much like other things, she's early in this story compared to what I'm used to.
There's a room for you in the residence. Get settled. We'll have dinner tonight. I'll give you some preliminary thoughts.
Interesting. Yeah, that character is definitely a book 3 character.
Story of our lives. Rossi picked up a distress call. There's a Martian Marine out there that's in the shit.
I got a fix on the signal. And you're not gonna fucking believe this. The ship's registered to Julie Mao.
Jesus Christ. All right, lay in the course. I'm on my way.
Belay that.
Oh, come on.
What?
It's Julie Mao's ship.
It doesn't change anything.
Captain's right.
It changes everything.
Not what we need to do. We promised you. We'd help try to find your daughter.
Meng's gonna say do it.
I don't really have a say in this.
Yes, you do. You're part of this crew.
So we just go back to business?
Can you look him in the eye and tell him that whatever this might be is more important than finding his kid?
I did that once. I'm not doing it again.
We know how important this is, but they don't. Ugh. These things are not as controllable as they think they are.
Hybrid number 86 has been loaded. All hybrid pods are ready for transfer.
We're in this together.
If I die, make sure you don't. You have to tell someone what really happened out here.
That's your job. I'm not letting you die. That wasn't meant to be funny.
I know. What is the thought of a Martian Marine risking her life for me.
Yep.
We're on the same side.
Which side is that?
Humanity.
The right side.
Uh-oh. That's not good.
Ma'am?
Uh-oh.
Christian?
Not good. Come on. Oh. No, you can't slow down. Yet. There goes the missiles. God.
Shit! Brace yourself. More torpedoes. A lot more. Another ship just fired on us.
Nope.
Hang on.
Another ship just came to save them. Yep, I think the other ship has to be the Rossi. Oh, snap. Yep, there they go. What is happening?
What happened?
I'm not sure.
Oh, what? What is...
Detonation confirmed. 2 of ours for 2 of theirs.
Copy that.
Our other 6
Nice.
the Razorback.
That was the easy part. Alex, I'm coming up.
Damn.
It's a hell of a plan, Cap. You must have hated tactical warfare at the Navy OCS.
I talk about forgiveness all the time. I can't bring myself to forgive him.
You're not there to forgive him. You're there to help people with your words. And maybe those words will change the Secretary General's heart too. And maybe your own.
Maybe you should do it.
Words are not my gift.
It's obviously untrue, but you're right. I love you, baby. Good night, sweet dreams.
So cute.
Bye, Mommy.
She does not have these same connections high up in the government in the books. She's just a regular old preacher, not on Earth. I think she comes from Pluto, has a small church. So they're rewriting her character slightly, but it's okay. Damn, missile escort on the racing ship. That's interesting. Oh, and they fired 4 more. Uh-oh, that's not... Oh no! It didn't get all the way locked. That's gonna cause some problems.
Naomi, are all the torpedoes prepped?
They're prepped.
We were not stopped!
Is that you standing behind him?
It was.
It's quite a speech. Practically made the SG's career. They teach it in the diplomatic corps. You write it?
I share the blame.
We lost so many ships around Saturn at this rate.
They're already pulling their forces back towards Jupiter. It's just a matter of time.
And if that's not enough, we know where his children live.
Visiting the sins of the father on his children. You know, we've had a whole other testament since then, right?
Sometimes you need to exert pressure where it's most effective, especially in times of war.
Yeah.
Collective punishment is still a war crime. Look it up.
Yeah.
Well,
Could cause some problems down the road,
it's
too.
important to be reminded of that. Every now and then.
How you doing?
They're using their missiles as a shield.
I dropped our burn to 1G when our escort showed up.
She's bleeding out of her nose. Wow.
It's getting thick out there.
That sucks. Yeah, those tools are dangerous. Ooh, no. That's bad.
Copy that. Reach behind your head and see if you can plug it back in.
Oh no. We're not gonna lose Prax, are we?
First-generation hybrids had their limitations, but we've learned so much since then.
Oh man.
We should dismantle them.
Sir? Well, let's take a breath. There's no need to dismantle.
The molecule can't be controlled.
Which I discovered could be used to inhibit the protomolecule.
I don't think it works like that, though.
Incredible.
He told me that because of all the fighting, they'd have to get kids like us out. Dr. Strickland's here. He's taking care of us. I know, but where's my daddy? He'll take us back when it's safe.
Yeah, he's already infected.
Pretty cool, huh?
Oh boy.
Do what you have to do.
Kato is a goner, but May's not infected yet, maybe? Oh, no. Come on. Oh, shit. Oh. Come on, buddy. You can do it. Oh. Get back in your chair, Amos, before something funky happens. Oh. Oh, shit. Woo! Hold on to that. Oh, man. Ooh, what is that? What kind of a tactic? Oh, they're using it to obscure, and then they're gonna run in on him and attack. Yes. Direct hits before they know what's even happening.
It sheared the engines clean off. Rest of the ship's intact.
We crippled one of their ships. We just declared war on Earth.
Well, yeah, I think they'll forgive you. Once you figure out that you've got...
Keep having this dream about the child we found in the incinerator.
He's scared.
When I find May, it'll be too late.
Then why stop to do this? But what I do know is that a kid needs at least one person who never gives up on them. No matter what.
Poor Amos.
Someone like that? It's not about me. It's about you.
And now we have the Razorback. Holy shit, this is awesome. Let's get Christian into the med bay. She's still conscious. She's still alive. That's good. Wow. What a cool shot. That's cool. Ugh. I love it.
Help her, please.
There it is. Woo. Boy. Man, this show has been running me through the ringer. It's crazy. Identify friend or foe. It's how they caught that message from the Razorback, or more importantly from Bobby's armor. More accurately. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I absolutely did not expect to have an escape run in the Razorback involving just edging Christian on death's door for 30-40 minutes, just killing me. She's bleeding out of her eyes and nose, and the whole time they're just on the edge of missile lock that they can't get away from. Crazy sequence. Nothing like this ever occurred in the books, and man, it is such good television. This episode was really amazing. We had so much space combat and tactics and space shots. I loved the creative uses of the missiles with their blast radius taking out other missiles, or providing a cloak where sensors weren't effective through, so that the Rossi could just run right up on that UN ship and get to them before they knew what was happening. Holy moly, that was crazy good. It's really showing that Holden is tactically a very brilliant wartime officer, essentially. And we didn't really see that sort of stuff before this. He knows his stuff, and whether we're calling it the Pinus Contorta or the Rocinante, they took on a much larger opponent and managed to get away with it because of tactics. And now we've rescued Bobby and Christian, and feeling this is going to start to spell the end of Aaron Wright. He thought he was going to get away with his treachery and yeah, but he's not. And we also saw the very early introduction of Dr. Anna, or Pastor Anna, both really. In the books, I don't know if this will still happen, but in the books we are first introduced to Anna as she is brought along on a peaceful mission out into the outer regions of the belt for reasons that don't exist yet. We will, I'm sure, see something happening around the midpoint of season 3 here, which will redirect our focus way out into the outer regions of the solar system. And there was a large contingent of ships heading out there, and on that contingent they brought in pastors and ministers and all sorts of religious figures from lots of different denominations, and Anna was one of those. So in the books, Anna did not have this interesting, long-lasting connection to the Secretary General of the UN. She was just a pastor that was invited on this journey that currently does not exist. Maybe that'll still happen. I'm not quite sure. But as we've seen many, many times now, characters that are going to take big roles later in the story are introduced early to provide more context, more backstory, more of this, just more of them before they're really dunked into the brew. So I like that we've already been introduced to the idea that she's a religious person, that she's peaceful, anti-war, anti-government, and that she has her wife and her kid. In the books, they were not on Earth. I believe they were on some other planet. They were on Pluto or on one of the moons somewhere, and they had just a little church in one of those far, far out OPA style places, somewhere past the belt. But it seems like here we have her currently residing on Earth and having this direct connection, a long-lasting direct connection with the Secretary General. So it'll be interesting to see how her story develops and where we go. And we definitely saw some foreshadowing with Anna complaining that punishing Mao's family is akin to a war crime because Mao is the criminal, and in order to get to him, they are reaching out to his entire bloodline essentially and punishing those people theoretically. And we've already heard mention earlier in the season, or maybe last season, I'm not sure, of Clarissa, another one of Mao's daughters, who will absolutely be taking on a significant and interesting role in the storylines that occur in book 3. Book 3. And we're moving and setting up the stuff that will happen in book 3, but we're not quite there yet because there's a very defining event that has to occur before we can move forward into the events of book 3. So, and that I suspect will be somewhere mid-season, probably episode 5 or 6. We've got another 13 episode season in season 3, so that's very exciting. Trying to think what else we should cover here, because almost the entirety of this episode consisted of events that did not happen this way in the book. These things are kind of off the charts of what I'm used to. The only piece of this that's even remotely similar to how the books played out is the fact that we've got Strickland on Io with another hidden research lab. And we'll get there eventually. I thought we were going to go there this episode, but the whole rescue mission and the fact that the Rocinante was close enough to rescue Christian and Bobby is interesting. They should have been very, very close to Earth, given the timelines that occurred and the fact that we were talking like from the second that Christian entered that yacht to the point where they were escaping couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 hours, and they had just gotten there from Earth. So they should have been very, very, very close to Earth. And I'm not sure that the Rocinante actually was, but we'll kind of forgive that, given that the original storyline of the Mao yacht was that they were going on a long trip deep out into the solar system. And so they've really compressed that into just a matter of hours instead of months, basically. Very intriguing that we have now connected directly Christian and Bobby right onto our main cruise ship, which I don't recall being something that occurred in the books. There were definitely connections, communications, and other ways that these characters connected, but I don't think they met directly. And there absolutely was not a scenario where Christian was on death's door from high G chases and them needing to save her. So this is it's almost entirely fresh content for me. And man, I was eating it up. It was so good, so tense, so well portrayed. All of the combat stuff was amazing. I loved all of that. The point cannons are so cool. I love it every time they fire those things up. And now we're in a situation where they're essentially running almost weaponless. They have, I think they said 10% of their PDC rounds and only a couple of missiles left. So their offensive and defensive capabilities are almost gone. So they're going to have to do something about that. We'll see what that is. Maybe they go back to Tycho. Who knows, with the way that this story has been adjusted and expanded and changed. The writers are really taking advantage of the fact that they get another shot at this, and they're making it so the stakes are so much higher for all of the characters, and these connections are amazing. And it's a lot of fun seeing how these things play out, especially things like Bobby Draper with her ultra nationalistic view, Mars first, and we're gonna stomp the Earth into Martian dust, and now here she is doing her damnedest to save Christian's life. Really turning from an ultra nationalist to a humanist. Save humanity, not a particular planet. It's a very cool character arc, and I'm so much enjoying it. All right, well, thank you guys so much for all of your support. I'm loving all of the back and forth and the Patreon with the comments and the comments in the YouTube comment section as well. Let me know in the comments how many of you were book first or show first. Sound off. Who started with the show, who only did the show, who read the books first, who read the books after. They're really both amazing pieces of fiction, and I've said it before, this is a rare case where the quote, the book was better, just isn't true. The book is amazing. The books are great, but they're not better than the show. The show is amazing and sort of next level, and it's crazy that they managed to do as much as they did as a sci-fi channel budget type show, because these visuals are super cool and the acting is really, really good, top notch. So all right, we'll leave it right there. Thank you guys so much for all the likes and all the subs, and if you want to see the full length watch alongs, those are available on our Patreon. First episode of every season of every show is available for free if you want to check those out, and we'll see you in the next video.